red zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Utah State offense. Give it another go. There's a little more urgency attached to this drop. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to make magic with his feet. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the pressure. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Fafita. Going over the top. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USC. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of...
Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Parker. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch, it's Barry. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. Breaks the tackle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he's seen turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, you got to love the effort, selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It's a short pass, but great effort, laying out, good body control, bringing in the diving catch.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Pocket breaking down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the RPO, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. There he goes!
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This Utah State offense has it going. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Fires to the big fella. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch, called for and made. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. On the ground, it's 4th. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Oh, they're after him! And this will be caught as they convert the 2. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, what a cut! Breaks into the open. No one there to stop him. Except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. What a tough break. A potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Fafita. Gets it out fast. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fights off a defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for room, it's Barry. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Trying to barge in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Fafita. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
They punted away on fourth down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Makes the catch, it's Jordan. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Jordan. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle, it's Strachan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barry. Turning it on! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Utah State! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Man, did he pay a price for that touchdown.
I got to tell you, those hits, Reese, hurt so good. When you can stand in the pocket like that, under duress, and deliver a strike downfield for a TD, doesn't get better than that.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9 first and goal. He'll set up to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. 3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Wants to pass. That'll do it. The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.